Good morning, comrades, and I hope you're okay. So, what you will have noticed, I put a jacket on because it was mentioned to me as I was chit-chatting to people who I often chit-chat to, and one of them said to me, "You need to look a bit smarter, Philip." So I went, "Yes, okay, I'll think about it." So I had a quick look and I found this jacket. So basically I've taken off one, put this jacket on just to see if it makes me look any smarter and maybe more interesting. Anyhow, so interesting thing though, once you start living in Wales, depending where you live in Wales, your normal dress is dress sort of code is what you're wearing today. Some sort of baggy trousers with pockets in. What about your top? I think I'll go for a fleece. Anything else? Maybe a fleece. Oh, you're going out for a few drinks in the big city, what you wear? A better looking fleece. I might even dress up, but I'll still have a raincoat on because that's what you seem to do around here. So it is hard to motivate yourself to look smart. Right, I know you didn't need to know that, but I will do. Another thing, I've been thinking about the word comrade, and yes, it does come from the Communist Party, the Russian area or Ukraine or any basically areas which are under that sort of socialist regime. And then I thought to myself, right, okay, and then I looked at the word citizen because that word always causes me unease. And one of the references is that when the police in Russia, or socialist countries, or communist countries, or let's see, should I say the United Kingdom at the moment, come and visit you, they will say, "Come with us, citizen." So all these documents are by the council and the governments calling us citizens are basically just putting us in its place. That's my take on it anyway. So, for today, I was perusing the magic of the internet and I came across this, our First Minister, 100 days. Now why this 100 days thing's popular, I don't really know, because seriously, 100 days, is it working days, is it non-working days? What happens if there's a bank holiday in between? How's it work? Seriously, what happens if they get in during the sort of recess, summer holidays for them, which are non... Anyway, it don't make any sense, but there they are. So, and it then does, I promise to champion the voices that have too often been sidelined, as you can see here. I've highlighted it here. 500,000 people sidelined, so yeah, he's still not doing that. And now then, the interesting thing is this bit here, not just promises, but concrete action for our communities. Right, well, we'll take that up first. Well, concrete action, doesn't say what it is though, does it? And then of course we've got this bit here, what they've done. And to be honest, I don't really see much on there. Anyway, it's the other bit about people often forgotten. Now, let me just go back to that, because that means you have to engage with people, you have to see what they want. So at that point, I then go on to this little bit, this then pops up. Written statement, publication of Future Wales, National Plan 2040. Wow, well this must give us hope, I thought to myself. So they're looking at this, and it goes blah 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 blah, right, normal sort of stuff. And at that point, you can then subscribe to it. Why am I telling you this? Well, what it tells me is a current document, nothing's changed. That becomes important because here is the National Plan 2040, right? Future Wales things are looking up. Now, I'm normally not a depressive bloke, I'm normally quite chipper and upfront about things, right? So I then think, oh, this is great. Now, I think what caught me about this is, so it was done in about 2021, I think. Here we are, look, published February 2021, and it's by Drakeford and this other Julie James. Now, they've sort of been binned, but they're not being binned, because I'm quite sure they're... Anyway, so, but this is still an active, relevant document. That's the bit you have to get your head round. Now, I then come across this bit. Model of Future Wales Influence. Now, when I look at documentation, given the fact that I'm a bit of a numpty, I sort of look for stuff and, right. Now, I look at this and I look for what's missing. And what is missing is anything to do with public involvement. So Future Wales is Future Wales will get a stick and they're going to beat you with a stick because they're going to tell you what to do. And I'm going to tell you now, I'm right about that, and I'm going to prove it as I go through this documentation. Right, P.S. documentation, 181 pages long. Yeah, tell me about it. Anyway, so I then go on to, so a bit missing, understand this, no public consultation. Right, the only bit about public consultation I could find is this single page out of an 181 page document. There we go. Right, public and stakeholder and consultation will be a central feature of the process. Right, will be. Now, the internet should be in there now so you can shape the future. You cannot just do 181 pages and say we're doing to be really good. Right, and then of course improving public transport. Now this is the interesting bit. Go towards the bottom here, blue line. We want to see more people using public transport to get them where they need and want to be quickly and on time. And A, how do they know that? And B, how do they know it's not working? This document is 3 years old. It's not working. And the key word here, we want. It's not we like. They're telling you. They're asking you. So this is the current Labour Party, which are now in government, right? So get your head around that. Anyway, so I then thought, well, okay, let's have a look for jobs. What have we got going in jobs? That's what I thought to myself. Anyway, so there we go. First one here. High quality national resources, blah, 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 fuel, air and water. Right, create jobs and wealth. Well, I always thought we couldn't use natural resources because it were bad for climate. Right, maybe I've not got the message yet. Now the other thing is if you're using natural resources, why are the water so dirty and rubbish and not being maintained properly? Oh, no answer. Right, okay. I then go on to this right now. This is a bit jobs, future jobs here, prosperity. Let's look forward. Right, the jobs that future generations will do may not yet have been invented. Right, so they're pinning the hopes on something which doesn't exist yet. I mean, seriously. So the future generations depends on, I don't know. Well, see what happens. Yet at the same time, they're telling us, not asking us, not involving us, what we're going to be doing. Wow, great. So the jobs future. Now, I then go through, and I can't see anything else about jobs. Vibrant rural places, jobs. Citizens will be magnets for jobs and investment, while people are drawn to live there. That's on this number 5 here. Now, that's a given. That's just literally what happens. That's how cities and towns develop. It's like, where are you trying to tell us something because we're all so numb here? But no, that's how it works. Seriously, that's how it works. Right? It's not hard to work out. You don't need that. But it's like it's a new thing. They've just discovered it. For God's sake, give us a break here. Right? And then again, we've got this decarbonisation commitments. Blah, 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 blah. Generate skilled jobs in new sectors. I've looked at that already. And at the moment, tell you what, there isn't any. So, we then go on to this again, this thing about jobs and homes with a vision for managing change. Benefit everyone in Wales. Well, no, I can't. I've looked. There is no plan for it, mate. I've seen it. And then this thing here, go to the bottom here. Co-locating homes and job services. Cities. Again, it's already done, it's in place. You're wasting my money and everybody else's money on a 181 page document for nothing. But there is no jobs, because you don't know what jobs they are. In fact, now, jobs in Tata Steel have gone, and I should imagine jobs in car industries and service industries are going to go, right? So understand that. And of course, this is now the really bizarre bit, right? So you know that you're going to have to pay tax. We don't want people. Everything's going to be taxed. You can't have second homes. You can't do this. You can't do that. Whatever your thoughts on it, right? It says here, care and health services, food and drink, housing, energy, construction, tourism, retailers and high street. They depends on tourism. Of the foundational, great word, economy, this sector makes up 40% of the jobs in Wales. So basically, your current actions are like suicidal. Yet you're still going to do it. Well, top on you, mate. And then, of course, you know, oh yeah, but you can work in a forest. Right, bit of a tale there. When I left school, right, at the age of 16, 17, careers advice was, and we all went in, we all came out, same advice. Have you thought about working in forestry commission? Right, hey? Okay, I come in Hull, mate. Yeah, he's like, where's the nearest forest in Hull? There is some, but there is no forests. So you might as well say that. Well done. Anyway, so at that point then I thought to myself, right, so what's going on here? So again, and then I thought, right, let me put cars in. So I went on to cars. And as you can see here, it says here, where my blue line is, places like to help create vibrant, active, where people can walk and cycle and are less reliant on cars. Well, no. Now it also says in this is you have to make communities resilient. So you're going to take away best form of transport to make them rely more resilient on buses and on walking. Sorry, that's going back in time. And then it says here, and again, during COVID-19 pandemic. Now, let me get on to COVID-19, your words, not mine. You've not actually finished your inquiry into that, it's still ongoing. Yet there you are, using it all the time to say this is what we need to do. We don't even know, we have not finished looking into it to see what happened or didn't happen, whether or not anything was true or untrue. Yet there you are, making plans on something you're not sure about, because the evidence isn't there yet, because the inquiry is still going on. Yeah, it's the little stick they beat you over the head with. Right, and then again we've got here, right, and it says here, promote different ways of dealing with cars that encourage a reduction in car use and increase active travel and use of public transport. Again, I'm looking at cars for the simple reason is, cars are important around here, cars are important to everybody, they created a good deal of society. Right, hopefully, a little bit of a rant, so a little bit of a summary, the future's not looking that good, and jobs are something which we don't know we've got, but we do know we've got. Right, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the jacket, thank you for watching, and subscribe, tick, and catch you on the other side. Thank you.